going to go ahead and use our pry tool. Get in right behind the cap here. Gently pry away and remove your center cap. Using a 19mm socket, go ahead, loosen and remove the lug nuts. Go ahead and grab your wheel and set it aside. Now we're using a number 10 Allen wrench or Allen tool on the back side here to remove this slider pin. Then once that comes out, we're going to go up to the top portion and remove this slider pin as well.
Okay.
Using our number 10 Allen, we're going to go ahead and loosen these here. And once we get these loose, we can then go ahead and remove them completely. Ours has a significant amount of rust on the pin, so you just want to work that back and forth. So you can go ahead and pop that out. I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the top pin. Loosen that up and work that out. I'm going to use a small pry bar and we're going to work this brake caliper up and off. Once you get your brake caliper up and off, you can use your tool here to go ahead and support and hang that caliper so you don't have any extra tension on this hose. Use a pry bar or some sort of pry tool to get behind the lip of this cap right here. I'm going to go ahead and tap this and get that cap off. Once it starts to come off, just work your way around the perimeter. And then we're going to go ahead and pop that cap off. And use a pair of cutters here. Grab that cotter pin. And remove that cotter pin. Once that pin is out, next we want to go ahead and remove our spindle nut. Take that nut off. I put it right inside the cap that popped off. Next, taking your two palms, we're gently going to bump the rotor and it's going to eject the washer and probably the bearing. Nice and easy. You're going to get a washer and you're going to get a bearing. Grab that rotor, slide that off. Now we have our spindle here. Let's go ahead and clean this up. What we're going to do is inspect our spindle here to see if there's any score marks or any types of damage Everything's nice and clean. Just give that a wipe down. Now on the back side of a rotor here, we have a bearing in the back that is very similar to our front bearing, it's just larger. There is a seal here that is holding that bearing in place. What we're going to do is flip the rotor over and use our brass punch to work that bearing out as well as that seal. We're going to set our rotor up on a couple blocks right here. This is going to allow our bearing and seal to pop out through the bottom. We're going to put our punch down inside. Our bearing popped out, so we'll just set that aside. Now if you're doing any type of service work to those bearings, replacing them or re-greasing them, this back seal is gonna have to get replaced. There's no reusing that. So you just wanna peel that out or punch that out from the other side, toss that out. Our next step is to go ahead and pre-pack the inside of our brake rotor / hub unit itself. You wanna take your high temperature bearing grease, and basically you want to pack it inside of the hub itself. I'm going to put this through the front and the back. Now we're not going to fill the entire unit, but what we want to do is make sure that the inside of the bearing race itself, going through to the other bearing race, you want to make sure that the grease itself is almost level with that all the way around. So you pack that in and around there. And if you have excess grease like that, go ahead and just put that back in your container. Now on the back side here, we're going to go ahead and install our large bearing, cone side down. Just going to put a little bit of grease inside that. Now we have our back seal that sets in like so. Now we're going to use our seal tool here to go ahead and get our seal mounted here. Now that our seal is mounted and nice and flush, just going to wipe up the outside. Now on the inside lip right here, we have a little bit of rust buildup. We're going to use a super fine sandpaper just to clean off some of the rust that's in here, because this is where our seal from the backside of our brake rotor is going to be riding on. So we just want to knock off any of the chunks of rust that are on there so it doesn't tear up that seal. We're just going to run this back and forth like so. Once that looks good, we're going to give it a quick spray and clean that up. I'm going to go ahead and put a light coat of grease on our spindle here. And once we have that grease on there, go ahead and take your brake rotor. I'm going to slide this in. Take your front outer bearing, slide that in. I'll sometimes take a little bit of grease just to put on top of the bearing like so. Next, you want to take your washer, line that up, and take your castle nut and spin that on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use our wrench, and we're going to snug down the outer castle nut just a little bit as we rotate the wheel. We're going to do this to seat the bearings, the inner and outer bearings, so that it supports the rotor properly. Now at this point here, we're able to snug up the bearings. It did pop into place. And what you want to do is make sure that the rotor itself does spin nice and free. Also at this point here, we're going to make sure that our notch and our castle nut lines up with the hole in our spindle. Once that's all set, we're going to go ahead and put a new cotter pin in. And just kind of wiggle this around a little bit. Pop that cotter pin in. And go ahead and bend our tab up. Bend that over, and we're just going to cut off the excess off the bottom here. Then we can go ahead and install our dust cap. Now we're going to use a rubber mallet here. You don't want to use a regular hammer on the cap because you'll smash it in, and that might cause some issues. Go ahead and get that cap on there. Make sure it's sealed all the way around. You're all set. Now I'm going to go ahead and loosen up our bleeder screw here because we want to go ahead and compress our piston into our caliper. This will help relieve the pressure as we compress that piston in. Now we have some brake fluid coming out now. We have our catch can underneath. We're going to compress the piston all the way into the caliper. And once that is bottomed out, we'll go ahead and tighten up that bleeder screw. Go ahead and spray and clean off any of the residual brake fluid here. I'm going to go ahead and remove our tool. Remove your brake pad. You want to take your brake caliper, use a wire brush to clean any rusty debris off of this here. I want to make sure that your brake pads have a nice clean surface to set into. Inspect the rubber boot around the piston. Make sure that is clean, not torn. And go ahead and rehang this unit. Let's go ahead and install our brake pads. Install our outboard pad, pop that into place. Take our inboard pad with our little spring clip. I'm going to line that up. Get that spring clip pushed in and pop that pad in. Just want that to sit flush on the piston like so. Now we'll go ahead and remove our tool. Slide our pads over the rotor. Now I went ahead and cleaned up our slider pins right here. We ran them through the wire wheel. You could use a wire brush, and I put some anti-seize compound on there. I want to go ahead and line that pin up. And we'll get that threaded in a couple threads, and we'll repeat for the bottom. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to use our Allen wrench, and we're going to tighten up the slider pins here. Once we get our bottom one snug, we'll go ahead and tighten up the top one. I want to make sure these are nice and tight. Double check the bottom one here. Now that we're completed, go ahead and install your wheel. Go ahead and pump up the brakes, open up the hood, and check your brake fluid. Top off as necessary. Let's go ahead and install our wheel. I'm going to get all of our lug nuts started by hand first. Once we get these on, we'll go ahead and snug them down. I'm going to go ahead and torque these down to 95 foot-pounds. Once you have your lug nuts torqued down, go ahead and install your center cap, lining up these little plastic stud ears with the nuts here.